Holy crap! Don't go in there. Dang, right behind you, giant. I don't think he's talking to us, is he? All right, we're getting ready to take off here for a river morning adventure. We did get some rain last night, so we're basically going to be fighting the water as it comes downstream and hopefully catching some fish. We're going to throw the rat. I got 2 new reels. I got the Shimano kayaks tied on a Corrado rod. Then I've got the new Cast King Ski Reese combo with a travel rod. So we're going to use both of those. Hopefully get some usage out of them before it gets too nasty out here. All right, let's see what the weirdest bait we can find is. Look at that. That's what we're gonna catch them on today. These aren't even released yet. I guess it doesn't really matter which way I rig this. It's all kind of the same. Got this weird halter twister spinnerbait. This thing is wild looking. We're gonna throw that today. Nothing like a little portage to start your morning. I've done this stretch one time in my life, but never from this point and never this particular float. We've actually got a pretty cool lure today, which is the Amakatsu halter twister. It's certainly interesting. We're gonna tie that on here in just a sec. But to start, I am going to start with the rat on this new Cast King Versus combo. So one of the goals today is to catch another 17 plus inch smallmouth on the rat for the Michigan Smallie games. In the last video, we had a really mediocre trip to the Susquehanna River, and we caught one on the rat there. Today we are hunting another ratfish. One thing I don't like about the rat is how often it gets fouled up. This Amakatsu halter twister is kind of weird. I like this spinnerbait, it's interesting. That's what we're gonna throw today, I think. That is a very weird looking spinnerbait. Expensive. It's like an A-rig with only one thing, but that's what we're gonna throw today. The Amakatsu halter twister. So we'll see how it does. I actually bought a new reel yesterday. It's a Shimano kayaks. It's a whopping $79. It's their cheapest bait caster that they make that isn't like, that's actually made by Shimano. Get matters over here. It looks like a ball of bait. I'm honestly unsure if you're supposed to burn it or what. I guess you could fish it however. Yeah, I haven't had like a sniff on this really.
One of those guys who owns a company is super.
Oh my gosh, that's a pretty big largemouth. Actually, like a really big one. Don't go in there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dude, that might be a 21. That looked a lot more chaotic than it was. I knew I didn't have anything behind me, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna have my motor and just 4-wheel drive through the weeds. Dude, that's a big largemouth. It's not fat. Look at that. Dude, he's almost 21.
Almost, huh?
He is 21.
Jeez, nice.
Check that out. 21-inch river largemouth on the rat-tat-tat. Freaking monster. Hadn't caught anything all day. Look how skinny it is. Get him back in. All right, 21-inch. Well, certainly going the wrong way, dude. Man, that's the biggest largemouth I've caught on this river, lengthwise. That's that new reel, the Shimano kayaks. Skeet Reese. That was a 6.6 rod. That was perfect for that. It let me actually because it was a shorter rod, I was able to like get up under the tree and like pull them out. Now 90% of the time I prefer 7 foot or higher, but dude, did you see that? We just spooked another good one. It wasn't a giant, but it was a good one. Dude, look at this mud line. Yeah, to our right, you see that? How are there not fish all over this flat? What is that? There we go. Right off the back of that rock. On the kayaks. What is that? Is that a spot? No, that's Smallie. Oh, dude, that's actually a decent one. On the Helter Twister. Right behind that rock. We're fishing like a mudline area right here, and a solid fish. That was on the Shimano kayaks. So, first fish on this, honestly did all right. It's casting pretty good for a $79 reel. I definitely can tell that it lacks some of the oomph of the other Shimanos, but it's interesting reel nonetheless for the price. All right, well, I caught one on it. It's a cool bait though, straight out of Japan. Look at that. We hit that little creek dumping in and it just, I guess we caught up to the rainwater. That'll be interesting. Oh geez. Right through the spider webs, awesome.
Yeah, I know. I caught some in the other thing.
Hold on a sec here. Oh no.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, that's not great. Dude, this might be one of the biggest conundrums I've seen in a while. So this is the problem. This tree, this birch, I think it's a birch tree. This is a birch tree, right? Fell and is blocking it. We're gonna try to squeeze under there. Gonna have to take some of the stuff off, but we'll see how it goes. I think I can lay the camera flat. Careful.
We might be able to just go off that way a little bit.
All right, hang on. Yeah, did we just do the same thing you did, I guess?
All right, hold on a second.
No rush.
Okay.
How's the motor?
You're fine.
What was that? What was that? Oh, let's go float this new uncharted territory, they said. Oh. Yeah, that's definitely one of the more challenging ones I've done this year. I'm just trying to catch one off guard really shallow. Zooming past. Oh man. Holy crap. Another big largemouth. Why worry about nets when... Look at that. That's another almost 20. On the Helter Skelter thing. Helter Twister, right? All right, look at that. On the new lure, the Helter Twister, the Imakatsu. It's a nice one. It's probably real close to 20. I'm gonna go 19 and a half. We're gonna measure it and see. All right, another mean old largemouth. Let's get her back in. All right. Well, that was not pretty. 2 big largemouth and 2 weird landing jobs. So we nailed one on the weird spinnerbait thing. Got this from Denny Dennis, which is a local tackle shop. Pretty weird bait overall, but they seem to like it. I was just burning that on that big largemouth, so see if we can get some more. Well, I caught it on the new rod and reel too. All right, so that's the rod and reel we were using. So that's the new kayaks. The drag was pretty smooth on that actually. I actually had to give it a little bit of slack and then I just kind of boat flipped it, but honestly it did pretty good considering this is a $79.99 reel. I mean, it feels like a Shimano. The only downside is the plastic pieces, but not really surprising considering it's a budget reel. This reel looks dope though. It's like a matte black with like a sparkle. Bet you there's a fish in that gunk. Now if I knock this over, everyone will get mad at me. It's a Cheetos bag. It's a Cheeto tower. There we go. I think that's a largemouth. Wasn't a very big one. That's why I kind of just manhandled him in. Sometimes I just like to cruise down the river. Huh? I don't think he's talking to us, is he? A little bit. It's been kind of slow. Historically, oh! Largemouth. All right, well, one spotted bass. That's our first spotted of the day. Stopping for a little pit stop here. I'm thinking about going up this creek and seeing if there's anything good in it. It's pretty stagnant at the mouth, but I know that they spawn there in the spring, so it's possible there's some still up there. All right, so we've caught 2 back in here. Last cast, and I'm gonna pull out of here. Got him! Got him! And he's off. That was a little one though. All right, well, I'll just say we caught him. Truthfully speaking. So that's 3 back here. And I missed that big one, so. There we go. Oh my gosh. That was a good one. I don't think it was like a giant, but it was a nice fish. I left my motor down on accident. I could have just motored down it. I mean, I wouldn't say that's easy. It's definitely like one of those things where like, do you want to do it? Maybe. Dang, right behind you, giant. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Holy crap. Dude, this is another 20 plus largemouth. Look at this. 19 and a half. I was wrong. When I picked him up, I was like, you know what? All right, on the Helter Twister, right?
Yes.
Helter Twister. That is the third big ol' 19 and a half plus inch largemouth. So we got a 21, a 20, and then this 19 and a half. So I'd say they like that. All largemouth today. Putting together a good bag. I did have a 19-inch smallmouth in my hand too. On the same lure, oddly enough. That's wild. What if we could like get under that somehow? Is it worth it, Jason?
What's that? Oh, it's always worth it.
This is like our third tree today. You can tell that it doesn't get floated a ton. So the question is can the shoalie just naturally get over this? I might be able to. I'm trying to four-wheel drive over it. I think I could do it, but I'm a little nervous that it's gonna. Oh, this is sure is fun. Really good. I'm just taking my time here. Rushing is how mistakes are made. All right, gotta put the camera down. Sliding under. Never got out of the kayak. Yeah, this thing is weird, this pile. How long has this been here always? That is not what you think it is. It is a rock bass. All right, on the pink thing. I knew it was something like stout. I could feel it when I bit. Short and stout. Look at that little rock bass. Who needs big smallmouth when you can just catch rock bass with this?
I'm sure you like them short and stout. That one old man was cracking.
Smallmouth. It's not a very big one. I just did it because I didn't want to put any stress on the rod boat flipping it. There you go. On the fuzzy TRD. Not a very big one. One of the few smallmouths we've actually caught today. Minus those ones back in the creek. The water got a lot clearer down here.
What's that?
There we go. Oh, a little smallmouth. Oh, he just jumped in the kayak. He just wanted to be in the kayak. Didn't they ever get dizzy when they spin around like that? All right, it's been a while, but itty bitty smallmouth. Long-eared sunfish on the rat. This is why it's the most tenacious fish in the Ozarks. I just caught this dude on a rat. Kind of ridiculous. And he's off. The most tenacious fish in all the Ozarks. Oh my gosh. Dude, he hit it like 4 times. That's gotta be a smallmouth, right? It is a spot. There's a good one. All right, well, we didn't quit, and we got this little spotted bass. I didn't really want to go down the rip with him, but the steering on my kayak got stuck. So that was cool. I've been having a lot of problems with this steering. I don't really want to deal with it this season, but at the end of the season, I'll definitely be making some changes. I honestly might be making some changes in general with kayaks because this one's getting pretty old. The Smallies been good, but if you fish as much as me, you basically have, this is basically like a 10-year-old kayak with how much I fish. So much weird stuff on this float. We're gonna die. So this video actually featured quite a bit of new gear. We used the Skeet Reese combo with the travel rod as our main like topwater rod with the rat. Did pretty well. I mean, I now have caught my personal best river largemouth on this combo, 21 1/4. So solid fish. And then to top it all off, we stopped at the tackle shop yesterday before we went on this trip, and we picked up this, which we talked about. This is Shimano's cheapest bait caster. Every other fish we caught was on this. And I hate to say it, guys, as someone who owns a ton of high-end stuff. I mean, I've got like Megabass, G-Loomis, everything over there. High-end Shimano's. I've got some Metaniums. In fact, that's a Metanium sitting on that box right there. This reel surprised me. Now, I don't think it's gonna have the longevity. It's got a lot of plastic components, but for 79 bucks, you can get a whole season or two out of that. Easy. We paired that on a Corrado medium. This is a medium fast action rod. It's a jerkbait rod. I figured I'd put it on something a little cheaper since it was a budget reel. I might as well put it on a budget rod. These rods, you used to be able to get this rod for $149. You can now get this rod for $179.99, upwards to $199. I don't know. It's all over the place on what the final tallies on that will be, but do I still like the Metaniums? Yes, but I was very surprised by that reel. But overall, that was a interesting trip down the river. I've never done that. It was 16 miles. It was freaking rough, man. I was struggling by the end of it. I mean, it was hot, and it just felt like it was never going to end. And the fishing wasn't that great. I probably caught close to 100 inches of largemouth. I was at least in the high 90s. Caught a 21 1/4, caught a 20, caught a 19.75, a 19.5. Off camera, caught a 19-inch smallmouth. So that's an insane bag. But the bites were few and far between, and that's August for you. I mean, we're late August at this point. September is right around the corner, arguably the worst month in the Midwest. I have had good luck on the river in September, but it's really just kind of hit or miss. But that's it. I mean, that's kind of the video. Look forward to some more gear videos. I think I'm gonna do a full review of that reel and just budget reels in general. I think that there's a lot of people out there that don't want to spend a ton of money on stuff, and you don't necessarily gotta get junk. If you don't want to spend a lot of money, you gotta pick and choose your battles. So I got one of those planned. I got a kayak walkthrough coming. So plenty of content coming down the pipe that isn't just me going down a river. In fact, we might do some more creek wading this week as well. So hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you next time on the water.
If they did,
Oh my Lord. Dude, how did I miss that?